very much.
Thank you, Chair, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, before going into the more detailed content of this discussion, I would like to thank Capoulas Santos for all the work that has been done on the report. I certainly do not underestimate the hard work, and as Capoulas Santos mentioned himself, the number of amendments certainly did not make the task easier to try to find the middle ground for the landing zone. But I think we have now spent more than a year together discussing, sometimes in very details, the health check, first on the basis of the Goebel report, and now finally on the Santos report. And I don't think I need to explain my gratitude to the constructive cooperation that I feel that I've always had with the European Parliament, and that we have always tried to listen and to find a compromise that were not too far away from each other. I know that I have limited time, so therefore it will be totally impossible for me to go into all the details, and I will therefore concentrate on some of the more important ones. And I think it will be appropriate to start in the milk sector. I think that 2007 has been a very, I could say, strange year, but certainly also a very instructive year. One thing we learned during 2007 was the fact that our quota system did not allow supply to meet demand, and as a consequence we saw prices on dairy products going simply through the roof. And I know quite a few farmers that said to me it was nice as long as it lasted. But the result was that because of the increased production, responding clearly to the higher prices, then we saw a very steep drop in the prices. And I think we can agree today the sector is really struggling to get back some of the customers that left the milk or the dairy sector because they thought the prices were too high. So therefore I see that what the Parliament is proposing is an increase of 1%, but only for 2 years. So 2% increase, and then a report that will be taken forward till 2010. I think it is important that we do have a review of the consequences of the decisions that we will be taking in the dairy sector, but I definitely think that 2010 will be too early, and therefore I think that we should stick to 2011, but clearly indicate that from our side we will be open to discuss everything in this 2011, but the fact that the quota system is expiring in 2015. I have also learned from all the discussions that we have had already that there is a strong pressure to get this milk fund. And I do agree that certain flanking measures should be adapted or adopted, and I do remain convinced that quite a lot can be done in the new Article 68. I do acknowledge that the present Article 69 is much too narrow, too restrictive to be able to be used in a forward-looking way. So we are now opening up the possibilities in the new Article 68. And I think if we can make a good combination between Article 68 and the new rural development possibilities, then I am quite sure that we will find solutions to the specific problems you see in some regions. On the single payment scheme, on decoupling, we suggest or propose that we maintain possibility to couple the payment on in 2 or 3 areas, in suckler cows, in sheep and in goat, because we acknowledge that you do face specific problems in those 3 areas. You also want to keep the coupled payments for the male bovine premium, for protein crops and for dried fodder. You know that my fundamental view is that it is important to decouple the system. It's actually a fundamental element of the whole all the reforms that have been undertaken. And I think as well that we should look at the simplification again, to take any opportunity to simplify our system. But I am actually open to find a solution that is less complicated than what we have suggested, because we have suggested a 2-step approach, a decoupling in 2 steps. And I might be willing together with the presidency, to make it in 1 step and then postpone it until 2012, the last application year, and then the effect will be for the budget year 2013. So I think that you have a point that why should we make it more complicated than necessary? As I said, Article 68 to be used as a more flexible instrument, but with certain limitations, because of the fact that you actually want a situation where you can couple 10%. And I think we should be careful not to see a situation where you decouple actually via the back door, via Article 68. Last but not least, on modulation, on rural development and the new challenges. I think we all agree that we need more money to face the new challenges. I think that climate change is on top of our list. Secondly, I think that we need to find new ways how to manage our water, because water is a scarce resource, but water is certainly extremely important for agriculture, specifically in some of our southern regions. And therefore we need to use new technologies to use the water in the most what can I say, in the most efficient, no, I was looking for a different word, but efficient will do, efficient, intelligent way, that was the one, intelligent way, so we don't waste actually water at all. And I think this could be done, but it needs certainly money. And that is the reason why I have proposed this transfer from the first to the second pillar, 8% phased in over the years. And I know that we might be coming back tomorrow on a compromise on this issue, but just to flag that money will certainly be needed, also for biodiversity and for the milk access that we have been putting into the system. I'm not going into details on progressive modulation. I know the views, and I know that you say now 1, 2, 3. I'm sure that we will again be able to find a decent compromise on this issue. I have not only touched on some of the major issues, and I'm sure that I can get the opportunity to respond after the debate, but I am committed, together with the presidency, to find a decent compromise. And we all know that you never get everything you want. So I think that it will be a question for all of us to accept that we have to swallow some camels to be able to find a compromise that will be to the benefit of the European agricultural sector in a more globalised world. Thank you.